All right, so we about to see what this mixed biracial young lady about to talk about in regards to being a mixed kid, and she said some pretty profound things. But I want to let y'all know one thing: I only speak from experience. Like my channel, I'm not gonna sit here and spit out stuff and try to talk about stuff like I'm some expert. If I'm gonna talk about something, it's gonna be based on experience, based on looking at people's videos and reacting to it and giving my perspective based on my experience. All right.
A white mom, and speaking about dealing with racism coming from my white side of the family, a lot of people ask, well, what about your father? Because my father's black. My father thinks the way that he can help the black community is by acting different from other black people. He avoids black stereotypes and elements of black culture, obviously. He conducts himself in a way that is palatable to whiteness. He's basically just feeding off of white validation, becoming one of the good ones so that white people don't think that we're all that bad. There's a lot of things wrong with this. The first one being that it demonizes black culture. It makes it seem like black people are doing something wrong and therefore we deserve the oppression that we face.
Which is very interesting because I've been in a lot of situations with friends and stuff like that, and it's like, we'll be acting like, I guess, ghetto, so to speak, and then it might be some white people walking around and it's like, oh, chill, 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 chill. Where does that come from? Slavery? What do you mean chill? Why do I gotta behave when white people are around? Where does that come from? You see what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with our culture? Because when I used to work at a hotel, which used to we has to have different groups of people, big groups of people used to come, different races of people, right? Not racist people, but races of people, different types of people. When white groups would come, it'd be like 300, 400, 500 people of white people and stuff like that. They'd be yelling, "Woo, yeah, let's go!" Woo, blasting music through the lobby and everything. No one would say nothing. But when the black people would come, they would say, in acting like loud, just like the white folk, they would say turn the volume down and stuff like that. And why are you acting like, stop acting like you're acting inappropriate? It's like, I don't understand that. It's like a difference.
Insinuates that we need white validation and that we need white people to allow us to have our liberation. We should just sit back and be as good as possible until white people say it's okay for us to have basic human rights.
Which I think comes from slavery.
Just a lot of complacency, internalized racism, anti-blackness, and obviously just not something that I can get behind.
Yeah, I mean, that's. And sometimes I question, like, why do black dudes, why is he with the white woman anyway? Like, why is the black man with the white woman who produced this kid? Which is, there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with biracial marriages. I have no problem with it. But you have to ask yourself why. Now, if you just fell in love with this person because you fell in love, I've had plenty of connections with different people, right? Of different ethnic groups and stuff like that, and you can't control who you have a connection with. You can't control that. So if they just fell in love with each other or just love each other, I don't believe in word fell in love, but if they love each other, then yeah, they should be together despite their race, despite their ethnicity. I believe in equality. But what I'm saying is, it seems like he doesn't like being black. He doesn't like the stereotypes and what comes along with being black. But you know one thing, bro? No matter how white you act, no matter, you're still black. They gonna look at you as he's a good Negro. I mean, you either gonna be a good Negro or a bad Negro. You want to be a good Negro to them? Why do you need white validation? That's what she's saying. She's saying white validation. She sees this stuff from behind the scenes. She sees both spectrums because she's literally from the best of both worlds. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think.